Good morning, it's 8 GMT. European market is open right now. Let's try to go quickly through the risk warning as we have few nice setups going on. So please bear in mind the FX Advisor Live Trading Room has educational purpose only. Trading FX or any leverage products carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all of some or all of your initial investment, so please do not invest the money you cannot afford to lose. I hate to have nice setups on Friday when I'm almost ready for a weekend. But guys, let's go through some currency charts, and I'm going to show you what it's all about. Okay, let's start with Aussie Kiwi, and we have to get back to 2005. Okay, we have to get back to 2005. Let me make it bigger. Okay, and we have to be focused on this stuff here. So as you can see, it's around December 2005. Okay, guys, let's put it's a weekly. As it's a weekly, so it's a blue. And let's make it like this. Now, let's get back to current days, and please take a look here. In January, the demand zone has been tested already. We had strong bounce. And here we go again. Last week, and we are trying to bounce within this week. Let's switch to daily. Okay. Let's switch to daily. Bounce in January. We took out this resistance level here. Move was not sustained, and we get back to test this area again. We have clear visible resistance. We also have trend line is a daily, so let's make it green on daily. We had 1, 2, third time, and please take a look, third one was almost the strongest, straight into the support level, and we are on the bounce. We have some resistance around this trend line, and then 20 daily moving average as well. Visible resistance was here as well. Please take a look here. So I would say that we are on a crossroads right now. So what I would like to see is to take out the line and the visible resistance to see some pullback, but not that deep. Let's say to the line somewhere here, 105.90, and then bam. So it's a pretty nice setup for next week for very aggressive traders. I would say one moment, let me show you what I'm thinking about. It's an hourly chart. Let's make it yellow, right? For very aggressive traders, as it's possible that it's going to happen today, I would be watch this hourly chart like this maybe. So what I would like to see is to see the move above 106.25, maybe slightly higher, pullback, maybe another pullback, and then most probably we are going toward the resistance around 107.50. Here is the resistance I'm talking about. Then we have another one, but I would say if we are going to take out from this range, so easily we can double it, and then most probably those levels. Here we have one more maybe resistance. There is plenty of resistance, as you know. We are falling like Niagara Falls. But anyway, I would say that here we have some kind of basing. I would like to see some kind of the confirmation that the base is coming into the end, some breakout to the upside, some pullback, not so deep, and I would be the buyer. I would be the buyer around 106 after the pullback. First the breakout and pullback, right? So we are currently around 106. I wouldn't say it's a good idea right now to go long. But the very aggressive traders, it's a just matter of 25 pips, so it could happen very easily today. I would watch the Aussie Kiwi during the day, and if we are going to see this kind of the pattern, I would go long with the tight stop below the base. So I would risk around 50 to get 150 at least. But let's get back to weekly for a while, because we started from weekly chart and we have this kind of the demand zone here on weekly. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see the prices rise towards this resistance level. Of course, it's not going to happen within one day. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the prices rising towards 108.20, 108.50. Right? So it's definitely worth to watch Aussie Kiwi and watch it carefully later today. Okay. So I'm looking to buy Aussie Kiwi. First, I would like to see the breakout above 106.25. Then I would like to see some pullback towards 106, and if holds, then bam, I'm going long with tight stop and rise towards 103, 108.30.50. First on weekly. Then on weekly we have another one, 112. Oh, that would be nice, right? But please, again, if this on a weekly is some kind of the basing, so if we are going to make a break to the upside, so easily this distance to 112 is the same. So in a midterm, cannot be ruled out. So it's very nice pattern, and I really do like it, so I'm going to watch it. Of course, I'm going to make an update if anything happens. Okay. Let's make it on 1 hour and let's have it here. Another thing, yesterday, as you know, the order has been cancelled, but let me explain you and show you EuroCAD. I'm talking about EuroCAD right now, so let me explain you what I'm talking about. Again, we are on a weekly chart, and we have to get back to 2009, October, November, right? And yes, let me show you. I'm taking this whole move down into the consideration. We had some support here. We moved from here up. We found the last support here, right? Here, here. Again, some lower high, lower high, lower high, and we finally, bam, move down here. So for me, this point here, I would say is very strong resistance on weekly chart. So let's get back to current price action. Bam! We have some supply coming in, some profit taking. The thing is, why we did cancel the order yesterday? Because in the calendar we have CPI number today in Canada. So maybe let me switch to daily. So maybe after the number, the bulls will try to push the price slightly higher, maybe to touch the resistance today, right? Because my thinking was yesterday, and I'm going to show you on hourly chart as well. My thinking was that during the day we are going to back to our entry level, and we are going to fall down again, and we will start the day, let's say around 54.80 like we are right now. So we would have like 80 pips room for our position. Unfortunately, the price never get back to our entry level, so the reason I did cancel the order. The order has been cancelled. But I'm still watching this currency pair today. I'm still watching the this currency pair today, and maybe we are going to have a chance to open slightly higher or maybe slightly lower, but overall closer to the data announcement, I'm pretty sure I will have all Canadian charts in place, because we do have similar situation on British pound versus Canadian. We are testing resistance as well. And also we have similar situation on the CAD Swiss franc. Means that we are testing support right now. I'm going to show you it in a second. So a very similar pattern. So the question we have to answer to ourselves is, if we want to go long Canadian dollar for some profit takings, whatever the guys want to do, or maybe they want to build new long Canadian position, whatever. If we want to go long Canadian, so there is two ways. We can try to check which of those are the weakest, I mean British pound, Swiss franc, or euro, and then choose one, or we can build the basket relatively to the number of the position. Each should be smaller, right? So let's say we can go 300,000 or 3 lots together. So we can take one, let's say, short euro cut, 300,000 or 3 lots, right? Or we can at least take 100, 100, 100, or one lot of each of them, right? So I'm really pretty excited with this Canadian price action right now. The thing is that we are close to the resistances or support from the very long time ago. Not everyone, not even one retail client most probably are taking the look at this stuff. They are selling Canadian like crazy, and so I would be careful. Maybe big guys before the weekend they will try to take the profit taking. Maybe CPI number is going to be much higher than the expectation. I don't know. For me, the risk reward for those trades are really excited. So let's have a look and let's watch the Canadian before the CPI number, right? So and why I was looking to go short yesterday. Okay, so let me show you. Let's get back to hourly chart, and you know that I do like to trade intraday trading based on the last. If I want to draw the line, let's say rising trend line, then I'm using last 2 swing lows, right? So first swing low before we broke the line, right? And second. So I had my line when we were here. I had my line already. So then, bam, we broke down. Of course, some guys were selling here during the breakdown. But what I was expecting, what I would like to see, because when you're selling the line, the stops is very close, right? Okay, we miss it or I miss it, but I was waiting for some pullback to take out the stops and then again back the trend line but from the downside, and then to have bigger risk, bigger reward to the risk I was looking to sell higher. But most probably we didn't lose anything right now. We are flat on Canadian, so let's watch the price action. I don't know, maybe the number is going to be weak like hell, and then we will go straight to the upside. So all these shorts are going to be stopped out, and we will push above the weekly resistance, and we will close the week above the resistance, right? So I don't know what's going to happen, but for sure there is another thing I'm going to watch during the day. And please take a look, we have the action on Aussie Kiwi. So we are going toward the resistance, so let's see what's going to happen here. Another important and nice thing, is Euro Aussie. Okay. I have some lines on daily, so let's leave them here as they are. Okay. Plenty of resistances here as well. The visible, false break, down, retest, and we are falling down. But bear in mind, it's weekly. The one thing is scary for me here within the weekly chart, that we are still above 20 weekly moving average, okay? But there is the only one thing here, so for the aggressive traders, there is a probability for a good short setup before we will go down. And the second thing is that the 20 weeklies correspond with the first visible support. But as you can see, the support has been tested 3 times already. So even if we had any buy orders, most probably they were executed already. So I would say this support is weak. The only thing is this moving average, and some traders are focusing on this. But it's a weekly, right? Let's go to daily. Let's go to daily. Okay, let's make some cleanings here as well. Okay. Here on daily, there is a definitely supply coming in. We were trying to take out this resistance. There was a supply. Yesterday there was a supply. So there is definitely some sign of the weakness in the background. Right? And we took out some minor support line. So we can draw some kind of the bullish channel which has been broken to the downside. So using something more, some kind of imagination, we have a bear flag. And actually within the start of the day, so during the Tokyo session, there was a good selling opportunity. Okay. So how to get into the position? I would say that the back to the yesterday low, which has been broken today, so some pullback toward 52. I definitely would use to go short. There was some demand zone here which has been tested here has been broken. So I would say this area is the first potential target, so around 48.50, and then visible support around 46, 45.50. So a quite nice risk reward. So selling on a pullback toward 152. Based on the daily chart, stop around 54, so 200. Targeting, of course, I'm going to watch this level 48.50, so means it's going to be like 350 pips based on daily chart, some medium-term position. But definitely my final target is around 46, so 600 to reach 150. But there is an even better possibility on hourly with of course the risk is bigger because the tighter is going to be the stop. But I would say, let me show you. One moment. We did it this 1, 2, 3 formation. So to be perfectly trying to open it into the point, so I would look for 52.15 on hourly with stop above 52.95, so not 200 pips, but around 80, and targeting the first 48, 48, one moment. Here, 48.50, right? This zone here. So it's around 450, risking 80. So it's worth to take a look, right? The thing is that the main move happened during the Tokyo session, so even lower based on the straight calculation, right? So what I did, I measured the full move, right? Right? Why I did it? Look, the last move to the high, bam, 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 means that this move. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3. So the move to the high confirmed this low, as you know, right? Not this low, this low. But we took out this low already. So I would say we can easily make this straight, simple measure, right? So from here and the highest point here, we are targeting 46.60. So we are targeting almost this visible support. So let's have a look, let's watch, let's see, guys, pull back towards 52, 52.15, and then I would say we can go short. As you can see, there is no, I didn't show you any major today, but I went through the charts yesterday evening, and I find out that there is plenty of opportunities on this minors crosses or Australian crosses, commodity crosses, whatever you want to call them. So again, looks like Aussie, based on what I've shown you already, looks like Aussie has a chance to be stronger, because we are going to watch Aussie QE from the long side. We are going to watch Euro Aussie from the short side. So looks like Aussie has a chance to be stronger. So the final one in regards to Aussie is Aussie yen. But I would be very careful with Aussie yen, because looks like okay, let's switch to dollar yen. Looks like on the major dollar yen, there's some appetite to go lower. So looks like traders are buying yen currently, or at least taking the profit, because this is the story after the Fed, and we had similar story after the last non-farm payrolls. There was the only move after the announcement, and there is the only move after the announcement. So and there is no continuation. There is a immediately profit taking. So it could be some sign of the weakness. So even stronger Aussie could have a problem with yen. It could go to the range, into the consolidation. So I would avoid Aussie yen for now. Right? Let's see what's going to happen with the yen. So in regards to Aussie, I'm going to watch Aussie versus Kiwi, as they are neighbors, and looks like there is a chance for bulls. And I'm going to watch Euro Aussie on the short side. And another thing, we are going to watch Canadian versus Euro, British Pound, and Swiss franc, right? Okay, so those are the most visible, nice setups for now. I get from you exactly 4 emails with request to the explanation of the DAX, why I was buying the DAX. So let me go through it again, slowly, step by step. Okay, just to show you one more time why I was buying when really plenty of people were selling and were stopped out. Okay, we have to start from the moment, from the very moment. Because okay, let's start from here. We had some swing high, double top on daily, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we had something like this. Then bam, 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 we move strongly to the downside. And we stopped at this strong, we cleared this, some kind of support or some demand zone, but we stopped at the point where the whole move to the upside started, right? So for sure there was a strong demand here, but I wasn't buyer. I wasn't buyer here. To be clear, I wasn't buyer here. I was not the buyer here. Okay. But then please take a look, like this strong rejection of the downside pushed the prices higher. Okay. Bam. And finally we get our lower swing high or lower high. Okay. So when I get this lower swing high, I was able to put my line here. First one, the trend line. Right? Okay. Then we make some, again, lower swing high. We are trying to sell DAX intraday during some live trading rooms, whatever. But based on this trend line, it's enough to try to create the channel using the one swing low, right? Because I have the line already, so I can easily move this line, put it here. Great. So in that case, I had my line, I knew it where my line is, even if the prices were here. But I was not a buyer here. I was not a buyer here. Sorry. I was not a buyer here. To be honest with you, we took out this strong demand zone. I was not a buyer here, especially after this strong candle. Completely different story would be if, okay, one moment. Yeah, it's going to be better. So we do know that we have some strong, very strong demand zone here, which has been tested once, and look, we had another strong bounce from this level. So when I saw this strong sell-off, which closed below strong demand zone, so even if I have this channel, if I would be short for that period of time until this point, so the only thing here at this line would be for me the indication to take the profit from my short position. I wouldn't be buyer here. Okay, still not a buyer here for me. For you maybe, but not for me, okay? Every trader is different. So some aggressive traders would take this long here, no doubt about it, okay? Simply for me, I was not a buyer. But the first sign that this could be some kind of the channel for me appeared next day when we finished here. But still, this one long candle indicates some strong resistance around 9,200. And I was, when we approached this level here, I was some intraday seller. I sold twice or three times, and the last one was I've been stopped out. So when I started to think about the buying, some of you know this type of strategy because we went through during the 1-1, but for new students, if there was the first resistance and it was after the strong move, we break it to the upside, the resistance. So let me put the whole story into one. When we are taking this type of the resistance, so the move to the downside looks like after next 2 days here and here, looks like the move to the downside was not sustained. And the third day we had a break to the upside. Then we had the pullback. And after the breakout, I already informed, I've sent the order which has been cancelled, but I took longs both during the Polish live trading room and during the English live trading room next day. And yesterday I informed that, and we were here, sorry. We are here. I informed that we are approaching 20 daily moving average, and I informed to take some profit or at least move the stop into the entry level, right? So I was the buyer after the breakout and some kind of the pullback. And the original strategy is buying the breakout with stop below the low and trading 1-to-1. So this line here, this one here, it's nothing less, nothing more like the measure of the move from the high to the low, and simple calculation where we can go is giving me 9,550 as a potential target for longs, and it corresponds with this resistance here. Where I'm going to be the seller, because intraday I'm buyer, trying to buy dips, some intraday swing lows. Okay, still dips within the, if my stop for the remaining position I have is on entry, so every pullback, I'm going to move the stops higher into the stop of the last position, intraday position. But for new students, we will go through this type of trading within 101. So, simple measure and my potential target for longs, right? But I already have my selling point. I know now, today, or even a few days back, I know where I'm going to be the seller. right? How did I get my selling point? Very easy. Now, based on those points, the channel is confirmed already. The second thing, I simply make the measure. Of this pullback. And I put this line here, right? Can you see? Yeah. So I already know that my selling point is on the third attempt to the channel. Maybe intraday I'm going to be the seller somewhere here, closer. But if I'm going to take slightly bigger position and make this position trading style here, so it's going to be the third approach to this trend line, right? So hopefully it's perfectly clear now. Great. If yes, if not, please send me an email and we will go through, no worries. I'm here to explain everything in details. Ooh, okay, I'm so excited really today. But the only thing scared me is the Friday, right? And we have to have a weekend. Would be better to see those type of the setups on Monday. Okay. Next is euro dollar. Guys, this is a Fed announcement, right? Okay. We broke, next day we broke to the downside of the 20 moving average on daily, and we broke down the red line, means that it's a red color, means that it's a trend line on weekly. But still, it's a Friday. So based on weekly chart, we can easily get back above the line. Anyway, the first important thing, I don't want to say, don't get me wrong. Maybe we are going to change the overall direction in euro dollar. Maybe we just start the period of stronger dollar. I don't know. And what I do know for sure, that all the guys who are writing sell here, because okay, it was the first move, and then there was a plenty of sell recommendations around 38, something below 38. I would agree with intraday, because I was during the Polish live trading room yesterday. We were sellers from 38.30, and we took out around 38, so there was like 29, 31 pips, something like this. But anyway, there was some kind of the recommendation yesterday to go short with some levels 35 and lower, blah blah blah. Guys, okay, there is okay, but not from that level. Why? Do you remember my chart when I said there is no damage until below 37.40, 37? Why? There is a strong demand zone. Look at that move to the upside from here. The question could be, so if there was a so strong demand, why why the prices fall down, right? Because when we broke some kind of the first support, there was nothing else. Here maybe the retailers were buyers, right? Here another retail buyers because it was visible support. But the big guys knows that they start the move here, and there was, as we move strongly to the upside, so plenty orders, not executed orders left here. How do I know this? Okay, yesterday we get the confirmation. Look, the demand was that strong that we missed by 2 or 3 pips to get into the demand zone. So there was some profit takers for sure from here, but there was a plenty of buyers. Everyone was trying to buy as close as possible to that level, so demand was so huge that we even didn't touch the line here. And I had 3 one-on-one yesterday, and during 2 of them I mentioned that maybe I cannot rule out that I'm going to be a buyer. Unfortunately, I missed few pips to go long, right? What do I mean by that? Okay, don't get me wrong. We are here right now, and I would like to see some price action. So I'm going to most probably, of course, if we are going lower to test this line and demand zone, and if we are going to have some hesitation, not the candle like this, right? Break to the downside. Because what I'm trying to tell you is, okay, I don't want to tell you that we are going to change the right direction or not. What I'm trying to tell you is that if your perception is go short, so what I'm trying to tell you is not from here. Okay, we are going straight from here tomorrow, and I'm going to get few emails that, oh, you were wrong. Okay. But if you are going short from here, so your stop has to be at least here, and to be honest with you, here. And if you are targeting this level, so if your stop is here and we will go straight here, okay, it's okay. But if you want to sell around current level, have your protection above last high and targeting even less than 1-to-1, so come on, it's not from me. I would prefer to take intraday longs as long as this zone holds. And okay, I can be the seller. We have swing high here. So if we will make the pullback some kind of the swing, lower swing high, I'm going to join the move to the downside. No doubt about it. But don't sell here when everyone is trying to sell and big guys are buying. Okay, yesterday, as I mentioned, there was a plenty of different recommendations from different institutions and banks go short, okay? So why we are still here today? Why we are not here? Okay? So, for me, guys, we have to be focused on some points of the market. And if we are above some strong demand zone, then I'm looking to buy. If we are going higher to retest, let's say, this demand zone, 3880, or maybe this previous support zone, 3840, would be perfect to go short here, maybe not for sure, but would be great to go short here, but not here. I wouldn't go long here. So again, don't chase the prices, right? And try to calm down all the noises around you, because for sure they are foolish as, and it's the easiest way to be trapped. Okay? So what's going to happen if the prices will not pull back to my selling zone? but we'll go like this, so most probably if we are going to hold this demand zone, I'm going to be the buyer, maybe I'm going to earn some pips or dollars, maybe not, maybe I'm going to be stop out, right? And prices will fall down. So I'm going to be, maybe I'm going to be wrong here, but I'm not going to risk that much here, because if we are going to test this demand zone around 37.40, so my stop is going to be around 37, so 40 pips, and I'm going to target 38.40, 38.60. So I'm going to risk 1 to take 2.5 and 3. And even if I'm wrong at that level, we are going straight down. So then, for me, it's a clear indication that we are going to change the direction in the midterm, and I'm going to wait for some kind of the pullback into the broken area. And again, with small risk, I'm going to join the party to the downside. So it's all about how much you are going to risk and potentially what's going to be your reward. That's it, right? So that's why I was so excited with different currency pairs today, because right now in the euro dollar we're in the middle of the nowhere. We have close distance to the demand zone. Okay, I would be glad to see some test today, bam, to the upside. Or if we are going higher, I would like to see some hesitation, some sign of the weakness here, and bam, to the downside. But again, or maybe too long, again to the demand zone. Okay. A slightly different story is with British pound. I would say that we are at visible support right now, but this kind of the price action, the strong move to that area, could produce the small bounce and move to the downside. I would say that the final target is around 63-ish, somewhere around 63. Okay, so let's move to Euro British pound, guys, and let's go to 1 hour. Do you remember my comment? To sell, there was a line broken to sell around 83.70, something like this. I took the position. I was stopped out first time, and my second thing was to try to go short around 84. I took short 83.94 with 7 or 8 pips plus spread stop. Partially closed here, partially closed here, and I mentioned that in the short term I see the possibilities to move toward the broken channel, right, on daily. Right? Toward 83, but demand was quite huge yesterday, so we hadn't a chance to move even lower. We stopped yesterday at the first visible support, and today we are going higher, right? And I mentioned that in the midterm I still see possibility to go toward 84 plus. So please, the charts are published last week, and comments, right? So in a short term, I mentioned about this correction, and in the midterm, I mentioned that we could go higher. So let's put all this stuff together. So that's why, for me, price action on GBP USD is to see the bounce to the upside and then to go short. That's why right now I'm not sure what about euro dollar, right? I just showed you based on the one currency pair, on euro British pound. So now we have a clear picture about GBP and euro, right? So I think that GBP, British pound, has a chance to be weaker than euro based on this, okay? So maybe in regards to Canadian, if you want to take the one position, maybe it's good to look at the GBP CAD to go short, right? So why I'm looking at Euro Aussie to go short instead of GBP AUD? The only truth is that on those platforms I'm using, I have quite huge spread on this pair, on British Pound Aussie. If you have nice spread, then maybe do your analysis, and instead of Euro Aussie, maybe easier is go short British Pound Aussie. Okay. So, yeah, I was so excited. I was waiting for our live trading room today to show you everything. Look, guys, at DAX. Right now we are, of course, it's a still whole day, but we are trying to break to the upside the 20 daily moving average. There is some gaps, would be great to close the gap at the end of the day, maybe Monday, Tuesday to reach the final target, then some final pullback, go short. Okay? So DAX looks good, still looks good. Dollar yen. Looks like some bulls gave up here. So instead of the bullish flag, profit taking. If any one of you would like to watch, I would watch this level, the visible support. And then we start the move here. So I would watch, but it's much lower than the visible support. It's much lower. It's difference of 40-50 pips. So it could be that we are going to produce bounce from here. How I would approach buying opportunity here. I would like to see move to the downside. Again, some hesitation. Right? And let's say 15-minute chart or maybe 5, it's up to you, but let's see, we have this support here. We move down, testing the support, creating some on the 15 or 5-minute chart, some lower swing high, swing low, then some pullback, some higher swing low, and I would try to join somewhere like this just to minimize my risk within this area, right? Because if we are going to break down this area, most probably we are going to test another 101.50. So always try to minimize your risk. Always try to minimize your risk. Okay? I'm not interested in dollar yen here. Okay. The hourly euro dollar. And we are going higher, right? And where we are with Aussie Kiwi. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, we have some visible resistance, and yeah, we are in a strong downtrend, no doubt about this. So I already explained what to look for, and then eventually go long. I wouldn't go short here on Aussie Kiwi based on this weekly demand zone I've shown you. Shown you. What I would like to see, of course, as I mentioned, I'm going to watch all those currency pairs like Canadian crosses, Aussie crosses. I'm going to watch during the day, and most probably there are going to be some action on Canadian dollar, but I would be so happy to see the quiet market until the end of the day, to close the week, and to start to form all these patterns on Monday. I would love to start the weekend around European close, but looks like, especially for Canadian, it could be that maybe market is going to force me I'm joking to open some positions. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so guys, I'm watching euro dollar for sure, but I'm not interested to trading right now. I'm watching British pound because I'm closer to get short position, but I would like to see some kind of the pullback. The whole structure, the price action, the move toward the support, hold this move here, it's quite aggressive, right? Different way if we would approach that way slowly to the support, bam, right? But looks like there is a strong move, the aggressive move to this visible support. I would like to see some small bounce, some hesitation, and most probably I'm going to join the party towards 63-ish. Okay? So for sure I'm going to watch British pound as well. But today I'm going to focus on Aussie Kiwi, Euro Aussie, and Canadian versus Swiss franc, Euro, and British pound. With British pound we are falling right now already. But anyway, I don't want to take. I was trying to get involved yesterday because there was more than 24 hours into the data, and I don't want to chase the prices right now, as I don't know what's going to be the answer from the market to the data, right? So let's wait, let's be patient, and for sure, guys, we are not here to earn 1 million within one day. I would love to, of course, I would love to, but we are here to build regular profit, right? So we have to be patient, and believe me, patience will pay in long term. Patience will pay, so I don't have to chase the prices. Of course, I'm going to watch the price action in Canadian, but I'm not going to chase the prices. We have a plan. Just try to adopt, if you wish, try to adopt my plan into your plan. Try to navigate within the plans, and don't get trapped, right? Try to calm down all the noises around, and I'm pretty sure we will be better off. Cold head. I'm laughing sometimes if we have any discussions with my colleagues. We are trying to have some influences on each other So the best sentence is go and get cold shower, right? Anyway, guys, that's it. Pretty much that's it for today. It's almost weekend. Over the weekend, I'm going. Actually, it's not me, but over the weekend you will find the links for next week live trading rooms, and I wish you pleasant weekend. Enjoy your time. If you don't have to, don't watch the charts. And see you again on Monday. Guys, thank you very much. Be careful. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.